All right. I think we're live now.
Is Aaron frozen?
No, was it?
Oh, there. Bro, it was like perfect. I was like, look at you for a minute, he playing? And I'm like, no, he's not playing. Abort the mission. Dang, that was good. Hey guys,
What up,
PR Project episode 49. I feel like 50s. We gotta do. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I got it. I already know what we can do for 50.
He frozen. He froze. Oh, he was frozen for real that time. Oh man, see, that's what you get when you gotta unplugs the camera. Way to go, man.
Thank you.
What? So what are we doing for 50? What's the idea?
I had a joke, but now it ruined it. So never mind.
No, I think it's probably still fine.
No, I was gonna say you can go through your answers for 21 questions.
Yeah, exactly.
We play the song and then you answer every question.
I don't even remember the names of that.
If I fell off tomorrow, would you still love me? You know what I'm saying? All those questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that would be fun. I could definitely answer that for sure.
If I got locked up and sentenced to a quarter century, could I be there? Would you be there to support me mentally or something like that?
Probably not, though. I mean, a quarter century is
insane.
25 years. Eventually,
that song came out 20 years ago.
There's no.
Still got 5 more years.
I don't even support 50 now. Like I was a 50 fan in the beginning of that, but there's no way that I could still be like, no way, not a chance. Dom Toretto in Fast and Furious, he got 25 to life, and they went and broke him out before he got to prison.
Jeez,
you know, they're like, no, we're not gonna support you, so we're gonna have to just get you out of here now. All right, so
it's all about family.
Sorry, completely off subject, but I went and watched the trailer for the Extraction movie you were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I never heard of it. I was like, oh, Thor's in this?
Thor.
I'm gonna watch this now.
Yeah, and he apparently has Thor powers in it as well.
Yeah.
We're on our run yesterday, we were talking about unbelievable movies, like just unrealistic like action. And what's the name of it?
Extraction.
Extraction was one of them. Like he went and extracted a kid out of India.
Oh, I thought y'all was talking about. I thought it was like a dentist movie.
No.
Like a biopic about an orthodontist.
Yeah, part 2 is molars galore. The filling.
This is a very difficult extraction. It's just 2 hours straight of him working on just getting a tooth out of somebody's mouth.
Asking the guy 21 questions while going in.
Hey, yo.
Well then. Oh man, I did a recording with Gary yesterday, and he had a wonderful Ayo moment that's gonna make the Meet Gary documentary.
Jeez.
Yeah, I forgot what you said, but you
I'm sure I said
something about going hard and deep or something. I don't know what you said.
Jesus Christ.
Stand by it. I don't know what it was, but I stand by it.
I stand by it. You know what? Well, like Gary pulls the whole "I'm too old for this game." All right, so yeah. Number 1, ask us whatever you want to ask us.
Number two, hit thumbs up on the video.
Hit thumbs up on the video, if you're watching on YouTube. Number 3, check in. Say what's up. Say where you're running at and from, and how many miles you put up today. How about we just do it? We start off here. Aaron, then me, then Gary. Who are you? Where are you from? How many miles did you put up today?
I'm LMA from Mobile, Alabama. I did 13 miles from the Motown Museum in the beautiful city of Detroit. I was supposed to just kind of run easy to maybe like moderate, but I don't know. It felt good. It was a little warm outside, so we didn't get too crazy. We didn't get too crazy, but it was a good Tommy got a little crazy, but I was supposed to. Crazy. I'm not in crazy territory of training yet. So yeah, no, just 13-mile long run. Yeah. What about you, Gary?
Oh,
I did 12 and a half. I was supposed to be 2 by 1 by 2 at marathon pace on a hilly course, rolling hills, but I instead of doing like rolling hills, I did like a big ass climb Like I went to Kirkland instead.
Ooh.
That was dumb. I should have just done some regular rollers in my area.
Gary, a good tool is I think Aaron showed me like a couple years back this app called Footpath. Do you have that?
No, I never heard of it.
You remember you used to use Footpath all the time, Aaron?
I still do.
Okay.
Well, I use Strava, but I like Footpath. I like drawing them out in Footpath a little better.
So, because if you have Footpath, it's a free app, and you draw out the where you're going to run, and then once you have it drawn out, you can zoom out, and it'll show you the exact elevation of where you're running.
Yeah, that wasn't the issue so much as I think I had already in my head I was going to hit Kirkland, and I just didn't realize, Kirkland was a bit more than I needed right now. Like I could have, I live in the area where there's hills everywhere.
Yeah.
I could have GAR'd any other course route, and I didn't do it right today, but I got in a good workout. So, I got 55 miles in for the week, which is high mileage for me right now. So I'm feeling good.
All right. Well, yeah, forget the whole Footpath thing then, Gary. Fine. Anybody else that wants to map a route and know how where Kirkland fits in their thing. But anyway, so I did 18 today. I had 16 basically easy to like long run pace, which is basically moderate pace at this point for us. Easy to moderate pace. And then after the 16th mile, do 200 on, 200 off at 10K to 5K pace. And I was telling Aaron earlier after the run, because I ran also from the good Motown Museum in Detroit. Going that fast or like doing intervals after running for that long for 16 miles is like the weirdest feeling in the world. Like your body is just like so not ready for it. Aaron said something about like your nervous system gets like fatigued pretty much. But like it was just crazy to throw in intervals at that point in that many, because 200 on 200 off is 8 200s for 2 miles. And that seemed like a lot. So it was a lot going on. Worked out well, but
no pun intended.
Here we are. Yeah. Worked out well, pun intended. All right, so let's just check in really quick. Aaron, I'm clicking the wrong button here. We got James, 18 miles in Lansing with some Playmakers members. Dope. Shout out to Playmakers, a really great store in the Lansing area. If you're out there and you're shopping, stop by. Then we got Mark Vander Koo. Is that what it is?
I thought it was Vander Koy.
Vander Koy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I knew that. I think I've said it before. Anyway, week 8 of 16 week block, 6 today, 5 a.m. tempo tomorrow. Aaron's going to be joining him on that 5 a.m. run, I think.
Well, them 5 a.m. on Monday mornings, man. That's
golly.
Mark, your life is all the way together. Like you have your ducks in a row. Because 5 a.m. on Monday.
Did you lose a bet? Did you lose a bet, Mark?
Yeah, like he lost a bet like in high school. You are now, or like it was like the fairy witch mother thing, or like cursed him. You're going to run all your runs at 5 a.m. for the rest of your life.
Or he had a military father that's just like up 5 a.m. bed made, out the door in your boots, 5 miles,
with a rucksack on. Or like the guy really like he has a really great afternoon scheduled every day. Like there's no way that I'm gonna miss this evening. I'm running at 5.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
That could get me motivated if I had something like that in the afternoon.
There's nothing in my I've done nothing of the sort that could have me wake up at 5 a.m. to run. Not wake up at 5. Start the run at 5. Because that means you woke up at like 4. All right, and we got Maurice. We got Maurice. Hello from DC. No running today, but finished a humble 37 miles for the week. Training for Marine Corps. Yeah, humble. That's 37 miles is solid for a week. Congratulations on that. We got 16 miles from running with Selly. 16 in DC yesterday. R&R today. R&R is part of the process for sure. 17 in Clio yesterday. So we're dealing with a bunch of people that are like deep into the training blocks for real. Yeah. Allison Staples doing a 45-minute recovery. Yeah, we y'all training. if we only do this show just to motivate ourselves by listening to all this crazy stuff you guys are doing. Make sure that you are liking this episode on YouTube. And so we got some stuff planned today. We have someone from Nyx Biosensors joining us. If you've seen any of our videos, we have those little patches on. Does anybody have a pack?
You guys got the pack. Yep.
So we got the Nyx biosensors on. This is a sweat monitor. It monitors what you lose in electrolytes and fluid, and there's a bunch of numbers. So there's an app. Seems to be like potentially helpful. I don't know what to do with the data and the information. So we're gonna have you all right.
Try to keep it in.
They said COVID is on the rise. I'm give me a mask. I don't know if I can get it over the stream, but that one sounds strong enough to do.
We don't have a cough button here.
Jesus.
We were just talking about how Ern infected.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that. How that time. So Aaron, if nobody knows the story, Aaron fell hard, and Ern went to go help him up on a run, and apparently Ern handed him like whatever the name of that like illness was.
Norovirus.
What was it?
Norovirus.
Yeah, norovirus.
Yeah. It was the one. It was the one that had to keep you in the bathroom. He basically helped you. You might as well just stayed on the ground. You'd been better off on the ground by yourself. But Ern handed you the worst thing he could have handed you to help you get up. But yeah, so Nyx Biosensors, they do not give you COVID, Gary. But yeah, so
my daughters have answered. I had something else. They're like, "What's the thing in your arm, Dad?"
Yeah, cigarette. I've gotten cigarette patch. That's a cool looking cigarette patch. I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've used it a few different times. A few of the other folks that are doing the PR project Never Sleep New York City Marathon trip and run and race. We've been using it. So we have some questions. So she's going to be joining us very, very soon, momentarily. So actually what we'll do is we will I'll do the unboxing. And then once she joins, we will go ahead and bring her on. So we are running. Can you make me the big screen?
Yeah.
We're running stuff behind me.
Here's the thing. I don't know how to move people around, bro.
No, there you go.
There we go. Ooh.
All right.
That was tricky.
All right. So we're running the New York City Marathon with New Balance. New Balance was so gracious to, number one, bring Aaron and I out last year to the New York City Marathon to enjoy the festivities with their media team. And they're bringing us back, but we added 4 people. So we got myself, Aaron, Gary, Dante, Ern, and Joe. That seems like not enough, but yeah, 6 people. So we're all going to be going out to New York, having a really great time. And they sent us all the media kit bag. So everybody got a bag like this, really nice New Balance bag. This is actually my first time opening the box because I wanted to make sure this is a special occasion for us here on the show. I'm going to go ahead and open this and pull out whatever's in it and show it to you no matter what. So good luck on Marathon Sunday. Nice little touch there, 26.2. So then we got a good pair of the New Balance Fuel Cell Super Comp Trainer V2, the second version of this. Aaron and I have been running in it. I think Gary has the other color as well too. Yep. Really great shoe. Amazing for training. Why does this look small? Amazing for like those easy long miles. It definitely has enough pop in it to turn over as well. Got that. Got a nice pair of shorts. Good to go. Another pair of shorts. Some 7-inch boys. You know, you never know.
Mailman joints.
You never know. You never know you need a pair of 7-inch shorts. And then they've got some really good tech shirts though.
Yeah,
they do a really
great
job.
That one's really nice.
Yeah. And then this is the singlet you had on, Gary? That's
what I wore yesterday. Yeah.
Felt a little heavy for the hot weather.
Yeah. Running the Van Cortlandt from another.
Yeah. Okay. So Yeah, and I got 2 pair of shoes in here, 2 more pair. I'm just gonna show you the one because we're not supposed to show you the other one. Here we go. We got the help me, Aaron. Fuel Cell
Super Comp Elite
train V3.
V3.
So we've got So this is they have this in like 3 different colorways. This is a very, very nice one.
I think that's the best one.
I really like that yellow one that I had on today.
Yeah.
But they've got 4 colors. So they have the New York one that we use. We have this one. They have the yellow one, and then they have that one that's been shown like lately. It's like white, black, and green, kind of like where it's like white, black, and green right here.
I haven't seen that one.
But I think this one's like probably the best color, like one of the best. I like the yellow one a lot though. But yes, big shout out to New Balance. That bag is dope. I'll post a reel showing a little bit more about the bag and the other stuff. And that's that. So thank you so much, New Balance, for doing that. And then with no further ado, we have Olivia here from. Let's get you there. Oh, there we go. I like the floor.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm here.
Hello, Olivia. So, Olivia, welcome to the PR Project, episode number 49. First, number 1, thank you so much for tapping in with what PR Project and the team is doing, getting ready for the New York City Marathon, because you specifically tapped in with us to help us learn more about like how our training is going from a sweat perspective and how we could better fuel and all that stuff for the marathon. So we've all been using it, but we have some questions. So if I'm gonna make you the big screen here, and if you can just give us some background of what's of the company, and why runners need to have this, and then we're gonna start throwing like rapid fire questions at you.
Great. Very excited. Hopefully I can answer them all.
Well, yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully there's one of them we can stump you on, so like we can
Hopefully not.
Get a clip out of it. You know.
Great. It's going to be a challenge. Okay, I see I'm on the big screen now, so I can probably get going. I'm Olivia. I work on the marketing team at Nyx Biosensors, and our team created a hydration biosensor specifically for endurance athletes. So I have it right here for those of you who haven't seen it yet. This is where it lives most of the time in its charging case here. And then before your ride or run, you would open it up. It comes with a couple of different components here. So the pod is one component. It's rechargeable, reusable. When you're not using it, sits in its charging case here. And then when you're ready to go out, you connect it to this sweat patch here, single-use patch. So you'll just, oh yeah, nice. I love it. Everyone hold up your sensors. So you clip it in. Yep. Okay, great. Yep. Clip it right on. You see the green LED light starts to flash. That's how you know you're good to go. And then you just peel the lining off the back here, and then it sticks to the front of the bicep. So there's no needles or anything. It's just adhesive. This is sort of KT tape here. So super simple, weighs less than half an ounce. Most people, the feedback we've gotten is they forget it's even on their arm.
It's even on your arm.
Yeah, it's good. It's not too heavy. And so the pod here connects via Bluetooth to the Nyx app on your phone. We also have integrations with Apple Watches, Garmin bike computers right now. We have a ton more integrations coming down the pipeline, probably end of this year into 2024. So look out for those. The 3 main metrics that you'll get from the app are fluid loss, electrolyte loss, and sweat composition. So while you're working out, if your phone is within Bluetooth range, you'll get your fluid losses and electrolyte losses in real time. If you choose to leave your phone behind, you won't get the real-time data, but as soon as you get back and your phone reconnects to the pod, you'll get all of your workout history and everything like that. And so with the fluid loss and electrolyte loss numbers, we calculate your sweat composition for you on the back end. And so that's a number that you'll see as well. And with that number, you can start to understand really which electrolyte drink or brand is best for you, or if you have a favorite, just how you need to tweak that. If you need to take a little less, if you need to break a tab in half, or if you need to take 2 tabs of whatever you like. So it's really learning or telling you how you sweat differently than everyone else, and how you should be hydrating.
One of the things that I'm gonna jump in. One of the things that I thought was really interesting that when we first talked was that the way that I kind of like pitched it to the team, like, hey, do you guys want to try this out? Was like that concept of, we all just assume that we lose all electrolytes. And so we need on the course, we just need, whatever brands out there that has electrolytes, and we just have to do that. But then there's certain people that even if you sweat a lot, doesn't necessarily mean you need to overload on electrolytes. You could just be sweating a lot of like water. So maybe you need to stagger and all that stuff.
Wow, you're stealing my talking points.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. Yes, but exactly like you said. So most runners, most endurance athletes in general have a good idea of whether they're heavy sweaters, light sweaters, salty sweaters, not salty. But most people are just going off of how drenched their clothing is at the end, or, their baseball hats. If they have the white on it, they think they're a really salty sweater, but not really able to put a number to it. It hasn't been the most accessible. So obviously you can get that data, but usually it would have to come from nude weigh-ins and weigh-outs to get that fluid data. And then the electrolyte data is way more complicated. Most people have to go to a lab, pay a lot of money. So our whole vision is to make this data way more accessible to athletes, for both performance reasons, but also safety reasons as well. Because we know, hydration is super key for these races, especially in the heat. But yes, as Tommy said, we see a lot of people that have really, really low sweat rates, but lose a ton of electrolytes in their sweat and vice versa. So just because you're losing a bunch of sweat doesn't necessarily mean that that sweat is filled with electrolytes and vice versa. So getting that data, you can start to understand, am I drinking way too many electrolytes? Like, you can overload on them. So if you're running a marathon, you're only taking Gatorade at each one of the hydration stations, that might not be what's best for you. And I think a lot of athletes have it in their mind of like, electrolytes are electrolytes, and I know that I need them, but they don't know how much. So they kind of overload. But this data kind of tells you exactly what you need. If you need a 50-50 mix of the water versus electrolytes, if you need mostly electrolytes, mostly water, etc.
Yeah, and I think so far in using it, I've used it 3 times so far, because I'm not trying to use all of my nice little
all your patches. So you let me know. I'll send you more.
Okay, cool. So I think interpreting the data is like the most challenging part so far, is because I have these numbers, but I'm not exactly sure what they mean. So if you could like give like a high level kind of breakdown of how to interpret the data, and then how to like put a strategy in place to kind of work towards addressing it. So.
Yep. So the fluid loss piece is pretty basic. So whatever you're losing as far as fluids goes, you should be replenishing. So if you're running a marathon, you lose 90 ounces of sweat, you should be drinking 90 ounces throughout that race. So that part is it's pretty standard. The electrolyte piece is a bit more controversial in this space. So whether or not you should replenish 100% of your electrolytes or not. So, we just give you the data and you can decide what to do with it yourself. But with the electrolyte data, you can see, again, if you're losing a ton of electrolytes in your sweat, or if you're losing a smaller amount that you might think. So the sweat composition piece at the end is actually what most people focus on when it comes to electrolytes. And so the sweat composition piece, so let's say you
67.
67? Oh, you're right near me. Okay. So 67 is, kind of right in the middle. So according to the labels on all these drinks, you should probably be drinking Element. Okay. Just going to throw that out there. If you're a noon drinker, which is a lot lower on the spectrum of electrolytes, so it's usually around 45 milligrams per ounce, the electrolyte tabs, you would probably take a tab and a half while you're fueling. So you can kind of tailor what you like with what you need.
A tab and a half, like for the whole run, or a tab and a half every
So
hour?
it'll give you your total losses. It'll also give you your rates per hour. So the more reps that you get in the app, the more defined those numbers are going to be in your sweat profile. So, everyone sweats differently day to day. So it's not going to be the same every single day, but the more reps you get, the more accurate those averages will be. And so if let's say you're losing 28 ounces per hour, and you look at your sweat composition and you realize you should be drinking Element, you should be drinking 28 ounces of Element per hour during your runs. That's exactly what it means.
Wow.
That's pretty heavy. So I don't know if you know, but we're all in the Detroit area, and obviously it's summertime, and we go through these seasons. So I don't want to get too much into like the science of the human body, because I know it's kind of people might fall asleep. But how much does weather tend to have an effect on your sweat composition or your sweat loss?
Good question. So obviously everyone sweats differently in different environments. So we created this concept of the NIX index also within the app. And so when you go to start a workout, it taps into your phone's GPS location and takes 6 environmental factors and gives you the scores, this 0 to 100 output. So each workout that you do will have a NIX index associated to it. And so you can start to understand if you're training in the colder months versus the warmer months. You can see how all of those numbers will shift based on that sort of environment, whether it be heat, altitude, if it's windy, if it's cloudy, all of those things are factored in there. But also if you're doing an indoor workout versus an outdoor workout, or even the clothes that you're wearing, you know, if you keep track of that and then look at your data and see, okay, this is how I sweat this day versus this, what did I do differently? Even did you get poor sleep the night before? What was your diet like? So just keeping track of all of those things will help you to better understand, like on race day, if you're traveling and you think, honestly, I probably won't get great sleep, you know, and you can revert back to one of those workouts and say, okay, I trained in this environment, didn't get much sleep this night, carb loaded, the whole thing. You can probably assume that your data during the race will be very similar. So a lot of athletes don't like to use this on race day because, you know, they have their whole routine. They don't want to be looking at their phone, the whole thing. So most people use it for training, which is exactly, you know, what we envisioned. But it's really just, I like to recommend that people get as many reps in different environments as possible so that they can see how those numbers will change. Because exactly, I mean, you need a new patch for each workout. So it's like, I would try to do as many different workouts in different environments as you can, even cross training.
All right, guys. So what's the highest number? What's your highest index number that you've done?
Oh, that's a good question.
88.
What about you, Aaron?
Is that high or extreme?
It says high.
Any extremes yet, guys?
I got 89. It says high, so I think 90 might be the.
I did.
You got the extreme?
I did 92.
Oh.
That workout I did on Wednesday.
How long was it? What's your data look like?
It says there's a fourth. It says I died on the track. So like my fluid loss was like 32 ounces
per hour or total?
Per hour.
Dang, yeah, that's high.
I know. And then like 20. I mean, I don't have it with. Does it change, like the accuracy change if you don't have it with you and you go back? Okay.
No.
And then so I had 2,300 milligrams of electrolytes per hour.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to take a whole salt.
What's your composition number?
71 for that one.
Yeah, that's pretty high. So you're on the higher end.
Higher end of just of everything.
Of the sweat composition spectrum. But
dude, yeah, I would have never thought that because I only sweat like, you know, I would have never thought that because I only sweat really hard like when it's like really hot outside, you know.
Man, I'm in the mid 40s every single time, and I sweat a ton.
See, you guys are the perfect example. You guys are the perfect example. You're at 77. I'm pointing at the screen like you guys know where I'm pointing. Like, you know, low 40s versus high 70s versus my boss is in the hundreds. It's usually like 105. It's great. And she has a super low sweat rate. She's a marathon runner. She doesn't sweat a lot, but her sweat is so salty. It's crazy. And so this is the type of stuff that you would never know. You know if you're a heavy sweater or a light sweater, but this is the exact reason that all these different electrolyte drinks and brands are on the market, because everyone needs something different. No person is the same.
And it's kind of crazy how the brands don't really market that. You know, they kind of I understand
they want you to choose their brand.
Right. They don't want to pigeonhole their
right. Yeah. Once they say like ours is, and then some people are like, no, ours is.
Yeah. And the people like in the brands that have higher, you know, won't name them. The brands who have higher electrolyte content, they're like, yeah, come to us. Like we have the most electrolytes, but not everyone needs that.
Yeah. Actually, there's quite a few brands on here I've never even heard of.
There's a bunch out there.
Was the first. That was like the biggest thing Gary said. I got to find out where they got this list of brands from.
Well, it's definitely grown. It used to be like 10 brands, but then we just kept adding because people were asking for them. Like people would come in and be like, I won't say the brands that are lesser known. I won't blow up their spotlight.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that to 'em.
So the one question, I'm sorry, Tommy, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
The one question we've been trying to figure out
Yeah.
is under the fluid loss on the workout. So under the fluid loss section, it gives you total loss.
Yep.
It gives you replenished, and then it gives you your net result. So
Yep.
as far as replenished, is that what you take in on the run, and do you have to add that in manually?
So good question. This is something that actually we're going to have a very easy solve for in the next couple of weeks. We have an update rolling out. But yes, so right now, the only way that you can log in the app what you drank during your workout is by replenishing live. So essentially, if you leave your phone behind and you're drinking, there's no way to mark that. But if your phone's on you, it tells you to replenish. It's a simple swipe up on the watch or the phone to tell it, okay, yep, I replenished, and it'll mark those.
Okay.
Yes. However, we know that a lot of people, the feedback we've gotten from users like yourselves are that they don't want to be doing it during the run, but they'll keep track of what they drank during the run. And they want to put it in after. So that update's coming. We're already working on it. I handed the design off to the product team and they're doing their thing. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, at the end, you'll be able to add in the fluids and then you'll see that there.
Okay. That's kind of what I thought, but it makes sense that you have to do it during the run, and none of us take our phone with us, so we haven't seen that option. So
got it.
You
Yeah.
did have to add it in manually.
Yeah.
I just
And today was the first day.
Yeah.
Today was the first day I actually brought a handheld with some fluid in there just to see what would happen, and I was like, oh.
It didn't show anything.
How was it? Did you feel good?
No, actually having it with me was great. Because it was it's a hot day. I did my run at 2 p.m, so it definitely helped. But I was waiting to see like if the pad would be like, okay, we can see the electrolytes now in your sweat. You must have drank something,
Oh yeah. Interesting to see how the data changes like that.
Yeah. So that's what I was looking for when I got back. I was like, did it know? Did it know that? Could it tell by my sweat that I drank, a ton of?
Yeah. Yeah, you would probably see that later on, so not right away. As soon as you drink it, you wouldn't see that data change. It takes a little bit longer.
Right. No, because like I said, I didn't even check it till I got back. I had my phone with me, but I didn't have like the notification. So I was just like, once I got back and it updated it, I was waiting to see if it would have noticed. But I guess it takes a while for it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, dope. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Those were the only questions?
I think so. Wait,
You didn't
we
stop
do it?
me.
I had some. I had one more.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
It might be tricky because I'm not sure how much of a software person you are.
Oh God.
We have had some issues with connectivity.
Okay.
Could you possibly touch on any updates maybe coming for? Because I know for me personally, it seems like I have to go into the settings tab and disconnect the pod and then reconnect to the pod before it'll show up. Is that something that you guys are aware of and working on?
Yep. So we've seen that. Are you definitely on the latest version of the app? That's the first thing.
I think so. I downloaded it 2 weeks ago. So unless there's been an update in the last 2 weeks, it should be the most recent.
There probably has been. So I would check for an update and make sure that you're updated. However, we have been seeing these come in a little bit spotty. We had some Bluetooth connection issues when we first launched that were pretty brutal, but we have since overcome them. Because when the app is backgrounded, so when it's not just open right in front of your face, it was losing connection, which was actually an Apple issue, which I was just saying. But we've been able to fix most of them, but not all. There's always a workaround, whether it be, so I know Tommy texted me before his run like last weekend, and I was like, when in doubt, we don't like it, but when in doubt, delete the app and reinstall, and like that usually fixes everything. But we don't want that to happen every time. So if you have connection issues, email me and I will tell you, I'll give you directions on how to pull your log files so I can send them to our software team. They look through the file and they find exactly what's wrong. Then they push a fix out for it.
Nice.
I can't tell you exactly what the issue is because I am not on the software team.
Tell people where to go. Tell people where to go to buy and to check it out.
Nix, nixbiosensors.com. And we also have a ton of articles and things online to help you. So like when we're talking all about the sweat composition stuff, usually people kind of like half understand it the first time. But if you want, if you're curious how to take your sweat composition number and translate it into what drink should I be drinking, or you want to check what drink you currently have and see if it's matching up, we have articles and things like that that'll walk you right through it, all on our website.
Cool.
Got it.
Okay, and one last thing. So I haven't shared any of my workout data yet. I just save it. But this is a free idea. I won't even charge a consulting fee on this one. if we cut, okay, so if Nix has a leaderboard.
Yep.
The most today. Because we're all super competitive, right? Let's really do it. My sweat was the saltiest sweat, or my sweat was the least saltiest sweat for the day.
Yep.
We could do it it could be like a Strava thing. It could be like
I am so with you. I'm so with you. The Nix Social Club, trust me, it's on the roadmap. It is.
And I feel like PR Project should somehow just be involved with that naturally, as a reward for his amazing.
You guys can spearhead the whole thing. If you guys could write the code for it, then we will push it out.
Should you get on that?
Let me fire up ChatGPT. I might be able to do it.
Hey, honestly, you'd be straight. We'll have it to you by the end of the night.
Oh, that's perfect. No, that is so. I mean, when we have our all hands meetings, it's kind of when we get to just brainstorm and throw ideas off each other, and that's definitely come up each time, as well as some. I won't say too much. Some revamps to the home screen. It's coming. It's going to be very cool. It's going to be like your new favorite social. Watch out Threads.
Yeah, watch our Facebook. So I think this is a good question. Alexis says, what is the accuracy of the Nix compared to a lab test? Because it is a portable thing. Is it?
Yeah. So I don't know exact accuracy numbers for lab tests, but I can say with ours, we were historically, when we first launched, we were only looking at sweat losses. So sweat losses are different than fluid losses. So we were looking at sweat only. We were under calculating under sensing your total fluid losses because we were only capturing the sweat. We have since rolled out an update to our model that takes both your sweat plus exhaled breath. So we rolled out this respiratory model, which increased accuracy. We've been seeing accuracy around 75 to 85% with this new model rollout, which is well above industry standards. But I don't know how that compares to a lab test because I'm not sure what those accuracy numbers are off the top of my head.
All right, cool. Well, thank you for taking that question and many of these, and also for tapping into what we got going on here. It feels like one of these days we got to do maybe a pod giveaway or something like that.
Hey, we're always down for a giveaway. You let me know.
I will hit the spinner button right now.
We've got people in the comments right now thinking about giving it a try.
Well, look at that. All right, there we go. Thinking about giving this a try.
Wow, I didn't realize I've never been on a YouTube channel. We're really live, huh?
You're really live.
Happening in real life.
A good thing my sister isn't walking around.
Yeah, exactly.
I got 3 kids. And it's
now they want us to hit the button. They want us to hit the little spinny button.
Hit the button. We'll do a giveaway. I'm saying yes to a giveaway.
Well, okay. So
look, Tommy, you bluffing.
Well, no. Well, I'm saying it would be unfair because if I hit the button, it's gonna go to the people in the bigger scheme that we have as a giveaway. Yeah. So I want it to be for someone in here. Okay. So let's pick a game. Somebody got an idea we can play really quickly? Somebody could guess a number. Okay, Aaron, pick a number. Aaron, pick a number 1 through 20. Wait. Is that big enough? Is that a big enough number?
No, we'll go 1 through 10. And the answer will be my sweat composition number.
Wait, what?
It's not 1 through 10, but if it's a 4, let's say 40, 6, let's say 60.
Okay.
We'll do it that way.
And you never shared the number. You never shared the number. Okay.
Exactly. Or I did and they weren't paying attention.
All right. Everybody guess a number 1 through 10. And it's based on one of the numbers in Aaron's sweat composition number thingy.
From today.
And I'm going to give it 10 more seconds. 15 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow, look at all these. I was in the private chat the whole time. Look at all these comments. I would have known we were live if I was over here.
11, 12, 13. Wait, 15. All right.
Everybody chose the same number.
No,
it's a bunch of different numbers in here.
Whoever got it first.
Who got it first? Aaron.
Okay, so my sweat composition today. Focus.
What is it? 4.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
No one. T.
Yeah,
Davis.
we have a 4 here.
T. Davis.
I saw it.
T. Davis. Yeah.
T. Davis.
All
There
right.
it is.
T.
Okay,
Davis.
Get
Yep.
T. Davis's info for me.
So T. Davis, shoot me a DM right now on Instagram, and give me what do you need? His
Shipping address and email address.
shipping address, email address. Send it to
Name.
me via DM right now, and congratulations.
It's close
Love
to
this. Love this. It's great.
My mom's like, wait. All right, cool.
50 if you round up. That's hilarious. But you overshot it with a 5. You had to go 4 because
Yeah, the first number.
Yeah, the rules. The rules are the rules. We didn't make the rules.
Oh, look. my grandma picked 4. Yeah.
You always go Price is Right rules.
Yeah.
It's standard price is right rules.
True.
But okay, so that's dope. I mean, there's a random giveaway. I appreciate it. You are very. One of the things she said to me on the call when I first talked to her is that they're a scrappy company and they get stuff done, and this is just proof of that. Thank you so much for joining in.
No problem. I'll come on anytime. You were cracking me up talking about the 7-inch New Balance shorts. I was in the waiting room.
Yeah, because you there's no telling when you're gonna need those.
Totally.
There is
Nice.
actually. When
There'll
you cut
be a
your
time.
grass,
There'll be a
7-inch
time.
shorts for
7-inch
grass
shorts
cutting
is-
only.
Yeah, either that or yeah, or like
Okay.
bathroom cleaning. I don't know.
All right,
Right.
this is where I leave you.
Yeah, see you. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
thank you
Thank
for
you,
having
Olivia.
me.
Nice to
Thank you
meet
so
you.
much.
Thank you. She left and I put her back on. That was cool.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
good
cool.
stuff.
Congrats to you, Davis. Yeah, let us know in the comments if you like stuff like that, because that was actually more fun than I thought it was gonna be. If you want us to have more people on the show randomly, I think we'd be happy to do that. So leave a comment, let us know if you rocked with that vibe. Yeah, that rocked. Thanks. That's exactly what we're looking for. I don't even know. I'm excited that happened and we did a random giveaway. That was
But
awesome.
I was a little scared because now I have to try to figure out how I'm gonna drink 32 ounces of water in 1 hour.
Yeah,
Bro.
I did ask that. I was like, that's a lot. Like she's
I
like,
don't
you guys
think
drink like
Okay, so
2
after
bottles
all
of
this,
water in an hour, bro.
after all this, I'm starting to think, okay, so like carbs, right? You lose all these carbs during a race, and there's no way that you can replace, not in a marathon, you can't replace the amount of carbs that you lose. So I think that like if I had to go back to my last marathon and go back to Boston, I don't even know how much those Dixie cups are water. I mean, there may be 2 ounces of water in there, maybe, or
No,
3.
it's probably closer to
4.
I would
Yeah.
say 4.
Like full though.
But you pour in
Yeah, I'm
some
pouring half of it out. So like I think maybe I took maybe 15 to 25 ounces maybe in the race total.
Yeah.
So like I just feel like this is just like we go like, oh well, maybe it might have been heartbreak, the hills and all this other stuff. I mean, remember I told you like my eyes like went dark or whatever. Like I essentially should have had or could have had 50 to 60 more ounces of water to be not to not be dehydrated.
Yeah.
And then let's not even talk about like the electrolyte loss, So I think this is like one of those like things where you just find out what type of sweater you are, where you really need to focus. And it sounds like I need to focus on both. Like I need to go through almost every water station and get water and then Gatorade the next one. Water,
I think this
Gatorade,
is more for those folks who carry like their water bottles with them, like the belt, throughout the whole marathon. Those folks, I just can't see carrying all that water for us, any of us anyway. You're drinking that much water. I mean, I barely get a sip from the cups in the middle of a race, much less a full 4 ounces.
I just think that like I think I'm gonna take it as like I need to practice a little bit more taking water on during training so that on race day I can get closer to that. I'm not gonna be able to do 90.
No, I was thinking about that too. I think about going to like some like Dick's and getting like one of those big jugs, those Gatorade jugs, and like placing like we'll do a long run together and placing them around just so we can like practice with that. I see Kiro D'Amato. I know the store. Such a child.
I didn't say anything.
It
It was you. It was Aaron. I
It's
swear.
Johnny.
I'm looking at Aaron the whole time. It was like
I didn't say anything. No.
Anyway,
keep going.
did you see Kira Demana posted a story this week where she had her table set out with her bottles
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah.
And then she comes back and she goes, only a few stolen. So we just got to we can set those up
Yeah.
with that in mind that some of our stuff might not be there when we get there. But
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
I think if we do it in a good spot, it'd be fine. I mean, she had it right on the trail. I mean, right on the trail. I mean, you would think people would leave it alone, but I mean, honestly, I think it's just like we should use this information to do better. I don't think we're ever gonna replace it all. It's just not how we run. I don't think Eliud Kipchoge probably takes all of that he loses either. I mean, they probably just try to maximize what he is taking, which we really can't do. But I think it's like water Gatorade for me as much as possible. And get used to it now so it doesn't murder me on race day,
Yeah, and New York just posted what their I don't know what Berlin's doing, but New York just posted they're using Gatorade something, not
Gatorade
endurance.
Yeah, it's a powder, right?
It's really just it's Gatorade with salt, right?
It's saltier Gatorade. Yeah, they had that out there last year too. It's good.
Yeah, I feel like if Berlin has that, that'd be great.
Berlin might have noon
I mean,
or Tailwind or something. Who knows?
I heard Tailwind's really good though. That's what I hear.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too.
All right, so yeah, let's
Endurance, Gatorade endurance. Thanks,
Yeah.
Alexis.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm lost to where we are. Where are we now? Where are we at on likes and stuff?
Let's see. 15 likes.
15 likes. What do we got to get to? Let's get to 20. So if you're watching this on YouTube, let's get to 20 likes, and we'll go ahead and announce we'll do the spin the wheel for the On giveaway. Don't forget that On has so graciously sponsored us via product for the Summer of Speed, which is still happening. It's still going. People are out there doing runs, getting faster, doing races and all that stuff. And we have the YouTube, we have the Strava page. So if you're not a part of the Strava group, go over to Strava, follow it, join in. We have conversations and all that stuff. So just tap in. And if you are already a part of the Strava group and you haven't dropped in and said anything or said a post or commented on one, please do that. Because I heard this thing, and I think that you guys probably agree. Like people say that they create communities all the time. Oh, Morton.
I was just looking that up.
Oh, they'll have. Dang, that's an expensive race. That's why it's $1,000.
No, but they're a title. They're one of the title sponsors. Well, they're one of the presenting sponsors.
So yeah, they definitely not gonna get her at all, huh? Yeah, but so I heard that people are always trying to build community and create community and stuff like that. But they say that community isn't just having people watch you do things. Community is having it set up so where the people in the group of people watching you can then see each other and communicate. So that's what we hope to have created with the Strava group is a bunch of people of different paces, different backgrounds, all that stuff, just in one spot, getting miles in, posting, talking about it, and if you get a PR, be excited about it, say something there. So yeah, tap into us. Aaron, I wonder if we can grab the link.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. So yeah, Maurice, definitely tap in. Oh yeah. So salt stick tabs wouldn't be bad. I just don't know how to carry them in the race. I wonder. Like, I know some courses have salt stick on the course, but I don't know like where to get that from. But I mean, I have salt stick right here. I have a bunch of them. But I feel like it would be sweat. Like you feel like they get sweat, like weird and wet, right?
Hey,
They keep them in the pack.
Oh, the pack's waterproof?
Sure.
If you want it to be.
I mean,
So I'll put the link in the YouTube comments. I'm not sure if we can click on it. Let me just slide over to my YouTube tab. Yep, you can click right on it from the chat. So
in the chat, not on the screen.
In the chat.
In the chat. So if you are not a part of the PR Project Strava group, click on it right now and join in on the fun and the festivities. Yeah, we'll get to talking there more often. As long as more people want to be there, want to talk, we will keep up the chatter and talk about what's going on. Obviously, post your reminders of when the show is going down. And also, once again, if you just tapped in, make sure that you like this YouTube video as it's playing so we can get to 20 likes and spin the wheel for the giveaway for On. Back to that. On Running gave us 6 pairs of shoes to give away, or 6, whatever it's called.
Credits.
Giving away 6 pairs of shoes, 6 credits. Whether it's On Cloud Monster or the On Cloud Surfer. 2 very good trainers. I think this one you'd probably consider more of like a longer run, easier type of shoe. This one is a little less of a shoe, and very bouncy. It's got a newer technology to it. This is the Cloud Surfer, and this is probably one of my favorite trainers right now. Just period. I think this might be my favorite trainer out right now that I have.
It's very good.
I reach for it like when I'm like normally when my legs are like just that in the New Balance Supercomp V2. So those 2 shoes are just like great, but then I reach for the On Cloud Surfers when my legs are trash, but I want to feel lighter, and I want some like support, but I want to feel lighter and quicker. Because a lot of times, like I reach for those like bigger, bulkier shoes, like thinking like I need all the help, but then I get on the run and my legs already feel heavy because of like the work the day before. So sometimes like that Cloud Surfer energy is just like what I need to feel fast, in a fake way, kind of. But I just don't want anything like heavy and clunky, but it still gives you that support. So, yeah. So we're gonna give away another pair today. We've already given away 2, and we're gonna have a 3rd winner announced tonight.
Yeah, and we're already at the 20 likes. So shout out to you guys for clicking the thumbs up button. We appreciate it.
Let's do it.
As far as what you were saying, Tommy, I'm kind of the opposite. When I'm feeling run down, I want a shoe that's like just super comfortable and super cushiony, and like just gives me the most impact resistance. Because I think like I feel my soreness in my ankles and my calf muscles more than anything. So if I can get something that's like super stable, that I don't feel like I'm moving around a lot and I'm not like slamming into the ground, then that's what I would prefer. So I don't know.
It's funny you say that, because that's what I've been doing lately. But now I don't want to rely on that. Like I've been switching over to like those, like the Surfers or the Saucony Triumph or the New Balance Propel, just something a little bit lower to the ground. So I'm not like always relying on those shoes to kind of like, and I have no science behind it. It's just how I feel. Like I don't want to rely on these super soft trainers each and every time, get my legs used to getting some good miles under feet and all that. Just so my legs don't get used to like cushion every single run. Super shoe, then super trainer, super shoe, super trainer. You know?
So I go usually like super shoe for the long or the faster stuff, and then I'll do super trainer for the recovery right after the workout. And then on those days that's just easy, like but not like recovery, I'll put on the Elliott Runner, the Tracksmith shoe, or the Propel, or something that I know that I actually do have to like. That's a little more responsive. That's not as soft and stuff like that. So no, I get you. I try to keep the rotation going.
I think that's interesting too, though, because you said we've talked about running a lot, and the first time I heard you say like that, like you hold your soreness like in your ankles and like in calves.
Yeah,
like because mine is more probably like an upper leg. Mine's probably more like quads and maybe a little bit of the calves, but like mainly like kind of upper. And I feel like I need to just get off my feet faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's different. We've never talked about that, and I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, I think you're much more of a quad dominant runner than I am. I'm definitely a calf muscle, like lower leg dependent runner. I think weight training has helped me like shift that a little bit, because ideally we want to be in the glutes and in the upper legs, since those muscles are bigger and they fatigue. It takes them longer to fatigue.
Yeah, true.
This is what I've heard. But yeah, for the longest time, I'm super sore in my calves and my ankles.
That's funny. For me, it's all hamstrings. That's right. Get my soreness.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say. Man, for me, it's all forehead. That's just always proud of you, But yeah, Richard Huey says that he's used a smaller pill bottle and put them in his belt, talking about the salt sticks? I'm
Or
hoping
even
that's-
like a small zip, like not even zip top, but just like a sandwich bag will keep them.
Yeah, so I was running in the Glass City Marathon, and this lady next to me, the one that like carried me to the end, on the last stretch, we were like maybe mile 23, and we're going at whatever pace we were at. She pulls out this bag while running and is like fumbling with this like plastic bag. I'm looking over like, what is happening? And we were new to running, pretty new then, and she took out this the white whatever and put it. I'm like, what? I don't know what just happened, but I think now looking back, I think it was probably a salt stick.
Yeah, that
Salt
makes
pill of some sort. Yeah. But yeah, Richard, if you're gonna do the small pill bottle thing, I would suggest maybe just not running the Detroit Free Press International, because coming back through the tunnel with the border patrol with the assault rifles, they don't want, you don't want them figuring out like and having to find out what this pill bottle is. All right, cool. So let's spin this thing.
Yeah, spin the wheel. Shout out whomever, Drew Carey, Bob Barker,
All right, share screen.
Vanna White.
Tab to share. There we go. All right. What can you see? Oh, you can see all
There
of
we
the
go.
screen.
Wheel of names. Let's go.
Wheel of names. All right, let's go. And this is to win a Cloud Monster or Cloud Surfer of your choice. Thank you on running.
Come on, big money, no whammy, big money, no whammy. Oh, I would say if it was Corbin, I think Corbin won.
Oh, that's what's up. That's CJ is the runner, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, congratulations.
Go flood
Yeah,
CJ
whoever-
the runner. Go flood his Instagram comments with clouds or something like that.
Yeah, that's what we should do. Everybody, it's CJ is the runner, is a runner.
No, CJ the runner.
Oh, okay.
You think
So-
about Gary. Gary is a runner.
Yeah,
Oh, Gary is the runner. Okay.
it's me.
So everybody, CJ the runner. Everybody go to CJ the runners. I'm gonna put it right here. Go to his last go to his last post and just put a cloud emoji in his comments. Please. This would be fun. It would be like a fun group thing. Oh, maybe put a cloud emoji and then put at the PR project. So it's not like a complete. Go to his page, CJ the runner, comment his last post and put a cloud emoji and at the PR project. Are you guys doing it too right now?
I'm
Yeah.
just-
We'll play.
Wait, is it are we doing pin post or are we gonna do the post he posted yesterday?
The post he posted yesterday. Let's give him some love on the post he posted yesterday. Is that the one with the yeah, there we go.
It's like a three photo recap.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, we there. Let's do it.
Okay.
Miley, I see you on there. Sally, I see
Yeah.
you on there. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
All right,
Sweet.
that's great. So
Sweet.
he's gonna be like, what's happening to my so yeah, if you are listening to this still, go to CJ the runner last post and comment a cloud and at the PR project, and he's gonna be like, what is happening to my post? All right, so yeah, dope. That's awesome. It's cool. It's really cool when people that we know win stuff too. So
upcoming week, guys. What do we have on the menu? Let me know in the comments what your upcoming week looks like as far as volume, as far as workouts, anything you're looking forward to. Anybody got races on the agenda for next weekend? Let us know. Gary, what do you think you'll be doing this week as far as volume and workouts?
I got another big hill workout, 2 by 2 minutes. Sorry, 8 by 2 minutes. And then I think I got a pretty decent. Then I got a workout on Sunday that it's going to be 3 by 2 by 1 miles on a flat course to focus on pace over effort on Sunday. So but I should probably get up to 60. I'm guessing this week. So
Nice. What about you,
it's
Tom?
gonna be a workout.
I got
Still in the deep woods.
yeah, so I'm in the deeper woods this next week. So I did 70.5 miles this week. So it was like 2 back-to-back 18 miles. So I'm like really happy I get to see 13 miles on the Sunday next week. But then on Wednesday I do the Michigan. The Michigan workout, like the 1 mile on the track, 1 mile on the road, 1,200 on the track, 800 on the or 1 mile on the road, 800 on the track, 1 mile on the road, 400 on the track. So
Yeah.
it should be pretty crazy. But yeah, what do you got?
I've got so I'll probably hit 50 miles for the first time since Bayshore. Wednesday I've got 3x2K at critical velocity, so that's around 6:10 per mile for me, with a 4-minute recovery. So that's gonna be weird. A 2K where I don't think I've ever done 2K repeat, so that should be interesting.
Yeah.
And then Sunday I've got 4-mile warm up, and then 3x2 at marathon pace with 3x2 miles at marathon pace with 5-minute recovery jog, which should equal to about 15 miles on my long run. So today was my longest run since Bayshore, 13 miles, and then we'll follow it up with 15 miles. So we're ramping up, we're getting back to it, and I'm ready because I feel like I've got some catching up to do.
All right, let me sound off some like let me sound off some really, I don't know what the heck. Let me sound off some really quick some questions for y'all. So we had some people tap in on the questions thingy. What we got? So I sent a question. I said ask PR Project a question, and so it had some good ones. Really quick, race day superstitions.
Salty oatmeal. I don't know if it's a superstition more than like a necessity, but I have to make sure that I make it to the porta potty after my warm up, but before the start of the race.
That is definitely not a superstition.
And that's probably it. That's probably it for me.
What about you, Gary?
I don't know if I have any. I don't have any set rituals.
I do like to, and this is like just out of necessity, you know, to let my community know that I'm there for them and I'm with them. I try to find as many people of color at the beginning of it, at the starting line,
You do that. Yeah,
dap them up and just tell them good luck and let them know that they aren't alone out there. Because if you've ever been to a starting line for a half marathon, a marathon, a 10K, a 5K, usually any kind of distance race, we are very outnumbered as people of color. So I try to just, you know, show them that I'm there for them. I'm rooting for them if no one else is, and that they aren't alone at the start line. So that is like probably my number one most important superstition before a race.
All right, Gary.
And Gary said he doesn't have anything.
I really don't. I was trying to think. I don't eat the same thing every morning. I don't make sure I use the porta potty. I just
make sure you got your watch and your singlet and everything, and get going.
Yeah, I'm really just focused on the race itself. You know,
I think for the last like few years, I always listen to Nipsey at some point in the morning of, and I guess that would be it. I guess I don't know if I do it on purpose. I just think it's like a different vibe, so I go for vibes in the mornings. All right, then we got another one. Do you guys get sore from all the new shoes you all are always trying? I've never had any issue. Like I don't think I've ever had any issues with that. If I don't like a shoe, like aggressively don't like a shoe right away, I'm not gonna wear it again. Especially at this point in training, you know, like we don't really have much time to like try to see if we like a shoe after like 3 runs. But lately brands have been making some really dope shoes, so I haven't had that issue.
Yeah, I don't get sore, but I think the regulars here on the PR Project will know I have pretty sensitive feet when it comes to certain shoes, so I do get blisters sometimes, and I do have issues with like some shoes just having hot spots. So that, but soreness, no, not really.
No, the last time I got sore was when I was wearing the spikes, getting ready for the Tracksmith 5000, because that was just such a different feel. Even though they're the Dragonflies, my hamstrings were really really screaming after the first couple rounds using those. But other than hot spots with regular trainers and super shoes, not really.
Yeah. And then last question, we'll keep it on this one a little more fun. Chris Run says best shows to watch when recovering from a long run. Gary, what is that show you've been watching that you've been talking about?
We finished it, but The Bear.
The Bear.
But the problem is you're going to be hungry. I mean, you're going to be hungry regardless after a long run. You watch The Bear, you're going to be starving. Because it is a show about a restaurant and the food always looks good. So, but it's a really good show for sure.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because the lead character is always wearing those short white t-shirts, and it makes you hungry. I'm probably the least qualified person in the world to comment on this because I don't watch TV. So, I mean, Sunday during the fall, there's this league that will not be named that I like to guiltily watch because I don't really like to support this sports league, but it's an institution on Sundays.
But it's on, so
it's on network television, and it's on. It's hard to turn it off. So that's usually what I do.
Guys, I think he's talking about the XFL.
Shout out, he hate me. Favorite XFL player of all time.
So right now, I've been watching Attack on Titan. It's an anime thing, and my daughter got me into the anime vibe, and there's so many episodes just to watch, bro. And they're always crazy, and it's always weird. So I'm into it right now. But all right, so yeah, I think we passed the mark. Great show. Thank you so much, Knicks, for jumping on. Olivia from Knicks, and doing a giveaway. That was dope. A random impromptu giveaway of a Knicks biosensor.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen, right?
Never know.
That's why you always need to just tap into the PR project. You don't know what's gonna be given away,
Oh, Alexa's got a good one. She's got a good comment. Alexa's got a good comment.
World Championship starting on Friday.
Budapest.
Yeah, wow. Budapest.
It's coming quick, right?
People dropping left and right.
Oh, I guess I get to say this. I got speaking of Budapest, I got Kira D'Amato on the show, on the Run Eat Sleep show next week. So nice. I'm gonna try to get that recorded and get it out right away. But it should be fun because I know we know enough about each other. I know enough about her that I don't have to fully interview her again. But it'd be cool to talk about some of the last few things she's done in the last year or so.
Yeah.
And then just have some fun, and should be nice and relaxing before she goes to Budapest to represent the U.S. So good times. But yeah, I can't wait to see that go off. I wish we could be there. That'd be sweet.
I don't think I have enough vacation time to get to Budapest.
Budapest, yeah, you're gonna use up all your vacation just getting to Budapest. But all right, thanks everybody for tapping in. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you follow all of us on Instagram and the PR Project on Instagram, and join the group on Strava.
Yep.
Do all those things and tell your friends to do all those things as well.
Yep. All right. Peace out.
You better not bring your kids.